guys. Guys, today we'll be talking about a very interesting topic. This is so far one of my best topics. I just want to remind you that in the previous topics, we discussed the chromosomes. We discussed the shape of chromosomes. We discussed the abnormalities in the chromosomes. But actually, we never went deeper. We never went deeper into what's inside the chromosomes. What do we have inside the chromosomes, or what actually the chromosomes are made up of? We used to answer this question by simply saying that chromosomes contain our DNA. Okay, but still this is not the answer. What's inside our DNA? Let's take this picture as an example of our DNA. If this is our DNA, or let's take this one, our DNA, guys, contain our genes. We have here a gene, a gene, a gene, a gene, and all of these genes, we have thousands of genes inside our DNA, are the things or the units that carry our genetic information. Okay, so they carry our characteristics. So basically, guys, our chromosomes are made up of genes. To clarify this idea, I want you to have a look at this picture. Just to remind you that we checked this experiment before, and we proved that inside our cells we have the chromosomes, right? You guys remember? We have chromosomes inside the cells, but what actually is this chromosome made up of? This chromosome, guys, is made up of DNA. Actually, it's a long chain of DNA, as you can see. Oh, sorry. This is a long chain of DNA, and it's coiled in a form of chromosome. So it's a very long chain, coiled, 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 and condensed until it forms this structure, which is the chromosome. And on this DNA, let's change the color. On this DNA, or long chain of DNA, we have our genes. So we have like here gene number 1, gene number 2, gene number 3, gene number 4. So every section, actually it's a sequence, but we're gonna refer to it as section. Every section of the DNA contains a gene. Gene 1, gene 2, gene 3, gene 4, gene 5, blah, blah, blah. And these genes contain our genetic information. So all of our information are packed inside these genes, and these genes are inside our chromosomes. Now, this is a very nice picture which I want you guys to look at. This is a chromosome, and as you can see, guys, we have this DNA coiled, 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 and condensed until it forms this structure, which is the chromosome. And of course, on or in this DNA, we have our genes. Gene 1, gene 2, gene 3, gene 4, blah, 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 blah. Now, guys, before we start explaining the genes, I just want to clarify an idea which you always confuse it, guys. The difference between sister chromatids and homologous chromosomes. Let's have a look at this picture. This is a chromosome. This is one chromosome. Now, this chromosome decided to duplicate itself. When I say duplicating, it means that this chromosome is copying itself. And usually it's something that happens in cell division, which we won't be talking about now. But you just need to know that this is a chromosome duplicated or copying itself into two sister chromatids. So guys, these are two sister chromatids of the same chromosome. This is only one chromosome. Okay, so this is one chromosome made up of two sister chromatids, and these sister chromatids are joined together by something like a belt. If you want, you can call it a belt. Usually we call it centromere, and you guys know it, but if you want to refer to it as belt so you guys won't forget it, say it as belt. So this belt or centromere is what holds the two sister chromatids